Hello, Leos. Thank you guys for joining me for your March reading. I'm Levante with Lighthouse Effect, and we're just gonna go ahead and jump right in. I'm not gonna sugarcoat nothing. I'm not gonna beat around the bush. Leos, y'all don't like that energy. It's like, yo, let's get to it. What message do you have for me today? What's the vibe for the month, Leos? Let's see what y'all got going on for the month of March. What's the root of our month? We've got wisdom. Okay, the root of our month is wisdom. Are we learning some lessons? We learning the game. Okay. Keeper of secrets, intelligence. When you're wisdom, when you know better, you do better. That's my wisdom saying. That's what makes me think of wisdom. When you know better, you do better. That's the keeper of secrets. All right, y'all gatekeeping over there. It's like you lived and you learned. Okay? What are Leos releasing for the month of March? Okay. We have that spiritual guidance. Okay, this is gonna be good. Y'all probably like, well, how can you release some spiritual guidance? But you can. You can. Maybe you depending on other people, right? Maybe you're depending on spirit, ancestors to do the job. Maybe you've been praying for something outside of yourself to create or to meet a goal or a desire, when really you're learning. Okay, you're figuring out now faith without works is dead. All right. It's getting deep, Leo. I know y'all don't like when people get on your case, but that's what we gonna do today. But it's all in love. Okay, what are the Leos embracing for March? All right. You are releasing embracing the need to the act of releasing, of disengaging, of unhand me now. Okay, you gotta let it go. You gotta drop it like it's hot, apparently. Okay, you have to embrace this release, which is good. This is good energy because this is gonna make you better. Okay, what do my Leos need to tap into? Okay, we all got power. What is that power that Leos possess that perhaps they need to tap into a little bit more to help them throughout the month? Okay, well, we'll go with this. Blind. Tap into that power of blindness. Okay, let's pull your clarifiers. Okay, we've got Two of Stones. We've got Five of Stones. Ooh, okay, y'all. Three of Stones. Okay, Spirit is talking. Y'all out here, y'all want a bag. Y'all trying to get the bag. But Leo, y'all looking for somebody else to bring that bag. Okay? Or buy that house, or pay your rent. Buy that car, get that car note paid. Someone out there is depending on something outside of themselves, okay? Instead of being blinded to that and staying focused on what they can accomplish, okay, Leos? All right. The blind is all about a warning. It's a warning that there may be something you don't see or you're choosing not to see. Okay. And perhaps in this reading, you need to be choosing, tapping into that power of choosing what you will pay attention to and what you won't pay attention to. Okay. What has your focus and what should not have your focus. You are tapping into the power and stepping into the power of seeing what you should be seeing. Okay, this is how you get that wisdom. So you're in the energy in the month of March of gaining wisdom and figuring things out here. Okay, you're figuring out when to depend on outside sources and when not to. Okay, you're figuring out, okay, I keep praying and praying and praying, but am I doing my part? That's where we have to release. You depending so much on sources outside of you, i.e. maybe it's God, your higher power. If not God, perhaps, it's your ancestors, or you're depending on the universe, but you're praying and praying and praying. And it's the saying, faith without works is dead. That's really what it's all about, Leos, is you've got to do your part. And they're saying, okay, you want to have all the things, but you've got to put the work in. Okay, and that's a lesson that you're learning this month. It might be a hard lesson, but you're learning it. And releasing that, letting go. It's like you want to have all the things. It's so many things that Leo wants and desires and needs, and all these goals, perhaps in your job or just in life in general. But there's so many things that you want to have, and you're learning that it's time to release, even asking spirit for that help all the time. Sometimes we can become too dependent because we feel like, as it shows here with this 5 of stones, that you're lacking. Okay, it's like, oh, I feel like I need to have this and I need to have that, or else I'm not fitting in, keeping up, whatever the case may be. But you're learning to, okay, yeah, I keep praying and praying and praying, but am I really in that lack? I'm praying to have this and praying to have that, but do I really need it? Am I really going without? Right? Is this something that I really need to be doing? Is it something that I can take on myself? Okay, so releasing, or let me say this also, they're also bringing to my awareness, or you feel as though spirit is not providing for you as much as you would like for spirit to. Maybe you feel forgotten by your spiritual team. Okay, maybe you feel like, dang, I asked for this, dang, I asked for that, they not bringing it to me. Or, I asked for them to do this thing in my life, and it feels like that I've been abandoned. It feels like I've been neglected by my spiritual team. I don't feel them. I don't hear them. I don't see them. But spirit is saying today, Leo, that you've got to let that feeling go. They're there, and you're learning that. You're learning perhaps to look for them in all of the synchronicities. Okay, throughout the day. And maybe you can have it all to a certain extent. Okay, but whichever one of those situations fits for you, Leo, I think that's the message that's coming through today. And then you are embracing release. Okay, we have the 3 of stones here with the release card. And it's time, like I said, still in awe, to release that need to feel like spirit has to do everything for you. Okay, spirit is probably a little woe out. You gotta do offerings to your spirit team as well. You have to come to them in gratitude as well. And so, sometimes it just may seem like they're not giving you exactly what you asked for, but maybe it's for a reason. Maybe it's for your higher good. That could certainly be an option as well, or a different way of looking at this message as well. Okay, and then tap into that power. You are calling into the energy of blindness. Okay, you call that where you're choosing. You decide what you will see and not see. You decide what you will focus on and not focus on. You will decide, okay, where you feel like you could do more in order to gain the things that it is you're asking for. If that is the situation, you can choose to see when and when you should not Be calling on spirit. Okay. When it's your turn to put the work in. Okay. Approaching spirit in gratitude, in honor, veneration. Okay. You get to choose. You get to decide to look for spirit using your intuition. Everybody has intuition, Leo. Everybody has intuition. And moving forward regardless of, okay, if you feel like you are in lack, right, or if you feel abandoned by spirit, you know they're there, but you have to look for them, okay? So you're calling into that intuitive power, that intuition, where you're seeing, but maybe you're seeing through your inner eye, not your outer eyes, okay? So perhaps that is the message as well. I mean, there's several ways that this message could be interpreted depending on each person's situation out there in YouTube land. Okay, Leos. Let's see. I'm gonna pull a few tea leaves here to round out this reading. This was kind of a deep one. But you're not, spirit hasn't left you. This feels more so like you feel as though spirit has left you to do these things, right? Or left you to fend for yourself, or left you out to dry, but they haven't. They're right there. And we've got the owl, we've got the moon here, we've got spiritual guidance here. There's a strong message coming through for you, Leo, to really see beyond your outer eyes and to look for spirit even in the faintest whisper. Okay, let's see what last message spirit has for my Leos. Okay, we've got bat. Take care, enemies are working against you. Take care in the month of March. I don't know what that is about. Maybe it's about work, Leos. Let's pull another one. Okay. Unicorn. Use your intuition to make beneficial changes. Okay, I told y'all, spirit does not lie. This is a month, Leos, where you're using your intuition. Okay? Really seeing beyond what is in front of you. All right, we got two cards here. We have feather. Someone you know is undependable and insecure. All right. And lastly, we have bird, which is crazy because this is the feather. And then we have a feather here as well. See what I'm saying? Leo, pay attention to the synchronicities. Then we got two birds here. Okay. Pay attention. Spirit is telling you they are with you. They're still there. If that's the case, if that is your situation. Bird perched, waiting for news, package, or letter. All right, Leos, that is your message for this month. I thank you guys for joining me. Remember, take what resonates and leave what does not. Be kind to one another, but most importantly, be kind to yourselves. Peace.